Alright guys, a few of you asked me about my spray paintings and how I do them, so I figured I'd make a video for you. Now, it was night out when I took this video, so forgive me for the lighting. The camera I'm using isn't the best. But before we get started, a few things are, you want to use semi-glossy poster board. That's the paper I use and everyone else uses. It's glossy on one side and kind of rough on the other. You want to use your glossy paints as well, your spray paints. Make sure those are glossy. I use Color Place, but I just picked up some Rust-Oleum as well. So whatever paint you can find will work. Most importantly is a mask. You want to get one of those, especially if you're painting indoors. What we're going to do with this painting is we're just going to do 3 planets. So I'll put the big one, I'll put the big planet right about there. Now what you want to do is you want to outline your planets with black spray paint. So just get some black spray paint, do a gentle spray all around it so it outlines that planet, because we're going to be adding color to it and you want to remember where you put your planets. We're going to do another smaller planet right next to it, kind of like a moon, kind of like another planet, however you want to take it. We're going to outline that one as well. Then I'll put the other planet right about there. Outline that one. And then from here you pick what color you want for your planets. For the big one, I'm a big fan of red and black. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the red down first. Fill in that circle with red. I'm going to get my black paint. I'm going to put black over top of it. Cover that all up. Now this is how you add texture to your planets. You can use magazine paper. Any kind of magazine paper will work, as long as it's kind of glossy, not like newspaper. And all you do is you rip off a piece that's about the size of your planet, then you set it directly on the planet. You don't put any pressure on it, you just kind of let it fall onto the planet. You don't need any pressure. Then you rip it off, and there's your texture. Can't really see it in the video because it was dark. I apologize. I'll make a better video soon. But we're going to rip it again to make it a little lighter. Every time you rip it, it makes the colors lighter because you're taking more and more off. I'm just going to fine tune the sides here. Kind of picky about my planets. Now that we're done with that one, we're going to cover it back up. It's all covered, and now we're going to move to that smallest planet. Debating on what color to use. I was looking for my blue. I was thinking about green, and I thought that was my blue can right there, but I don't know where it went. So we're going to use green for this planet. We're going to put green down. Make sure you shake your cans before you put them down, or else the color's not going to come out right away. Then you're going to get spots all over. You don't want that. So we put the green down, now we're going to put white over top of it. Now as you can see in the video, the white kind of soaked right in through the green. Don't freak out. Everything's fine, it'll still work. I know I freaked out the first time it happened to me. That's just how it happens. You get your paper, again, just gently set it on top of the planet. This one, we're going to turn it before we rip it off. There's a turn, we rip it off, and it adds a whole other texture to the planet. We're going to cover that one back up. We're going to move to our last planet. Now another example of how you can do your planets is you don't have to layer your planets. You can just put colors right next to each other. On this one we're going to put down some red. We're going to put down some green. And we're going to put white right down in the middle. The planet that all the Italians came from. Again, if you need to get a fresh piece of magazine paper, that's fine. Just get your paper, set it on the planet, and rip it off. If you want to add almost like another layer to the planet or more texture, you can get a piece of paper that doesn't cover up the whole planet and rip it. Do what I'm doing here, just kind of pat it off. Adds a really nice effect to the planet. You can cover that one back up. And then after you're done doing your planets, you want to get your black. You want to go around those planets again. You want to outline them. That'll make them really stand out. Black all around them. And now that they're all outlined, it's time to put in the rest of the color, your space, since this is a space painting. Whatever colors you want to use is fine. I'm using all of them that I have right there. My red, my green, my blue, my black, and my white. So, just kind of put the colors where you want, be creative with it. As you can see, I didn't cover the whole painting with red. Putting green in some of the white spaces. Leaving room for my other colors, my blue and my black. So I'm going to put blue around it as well. Just kind of fill in the spaces. See, I didn't shake the can. And then I like to put black around the edges of it. It just adds more depth, in my opinion. So I'm just going to put black around all the empty spaces. Around the edges. A little bit throughout the painting. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to add stars. What you do for stars is you get your white paint. You hold it at a 45-degree angle. You hold it at a 45-degree angle from the painting. So you want it to kind of shoot up. And what you do is you just gently push down. What I do is I pull back on it as I'm pushing down. That seems to help out a lot. And then it takes a lot of practice, but you'll get it. As you can see right there, I did too much, and there we go. See how it just kind of drops down on the painting? Adds a real nice effect to it. I'm just going to do that around the painting a little more, add a few more stars. Again, it takes practice. It takes practice to get it down, the right amount of pressure. I've seen people that spray the paint on their finger and then flick it on. So however you want to do it, whatever's easiest, you can do it that way. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to do comets and meteors. All you do is you get your white spray paint again, and whatever way you want the comet to go, I want the comet to go that way, so I'm going to have the paint spray that way. You just set the nozzle right down on the painting, and you give it a gentle tap right on the back. And there's your comet. Again, you don't have to press hard at all. It's just a nice little tap. Got a few more around here. Alright. Now take the covers off of our planets. See how they just stand out? They pop out of the painting, makes them look so real. I love that effect. Alright, I'll bring it over to the light. Maybe you guys can see it a little better. It's another thing, if you try to get your painting to set on something above your cover, that way it doesn't stick to it. A lot of the times your paintings will stick, and it's hard to get them up, but as you can see there, it turned out really nice. It's a great painting. Basic planets. That's how I recommend you start doing planets. Really easy, not hard to mess up. If you mess up, well, you can go with it. I mean, it's really simple and it has a really nice effect. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and if you feel free to leave comments on the video, and for those of you that want to start spray painting, feel free to message me, call me, you know how to get a hold of me.